back, everybody, to the Warlord of SBAS plays Torment ties into Numenera, episode 68. Last time, we explored a little more of this. Yeah, we defeated these guys.
Standing around is kind of nice. Relaxing.
Anyway, the sorrows that were in this part of the mine. And we started going through the memories that we can now go through, getting XP, leveled. And now we're going to continue.
I'm ready.
We only have at least one left. I'm ready to take You're lost in the scent of her hair, the taste of her mouth, the feel of her skin. Oh my. You stumble against the door and fumble with the lock, and willing to break contact with this remarkable, beautiful, wonderful woman. Even before you manage to wrestle the door open, you are shrugging out your clothes. Once inside, the rest of your clothes disappear as if by magic. The city outside is noisy, but you can't hear the din on the market as you focus on her breath, her eyes, her body, and the day vanishes like your clothes. Eventually, hours later, night falls, and the two of you collapse into the ruined bed. She drifts off to sleep, whispering in your ear of what you could accomplish together. As her contented breathing warms your chest, you reflect. You never expected Numenera to be like this when you sought her out. You intend only to take advantage of her position and her expertise, but she has become so much more in such a short time. She makes you consider everything you've been striving toward for all these years. God, you don't remember feeling love like this for anyone since. No. Another memory swells, and it reminds you of your goal. What you want in this moment can't distract you from the centuries you have spent building this life. You stroke Numenera's hair, and the ties trickle from you into her dreams. You break her love for you, turning it back to the work you discussed. You refocus her mind and rebuild her affection. You don't want to lose this, but you can't cast off your ambition. You lie in bed waiting for her to wake from the next work to start again. A single tear wells in your eyes. You dash it away. Aw, that's sad.
On it.
Super sad. So can I do anything with this? No. Alright. This area is cleared. Cool. Got some XP. Learned some stuff about his past. Sounds like a good job to me. If the enemy's armor, change the damage type, or make him weak, or whatever. Well, I did learn that this fight. It's very useful. Hey. You did it! The whole place feels, I don't know, brighter now. But don't get cocky. The sorrow can still kill you well and good in the real world. Find Muzzoff before that happens. Alright. Alright. Cool. Anything else change? Nope. We're cool. Job done. Still have a little bit to go.
Alright.
Before we get that. We have that one bastion left in our mind. But we can't see it right now. We'll have to find it later. And I'm better. Touch the Victoria. I'd laugh if I hadn't done the same thing myself. Eh. Cool. Alright. I know she was close to leveling. Nope, she didn't get a single bit of XP from that. That's disappointing, little. Oh well. Alright. Talk to her, talk to him. Poke that. Uh. That does something. That's the next thing I saw, so. Yeah. Even though that guy was not literally right next to me, I'm gonna run over here and touch this. I don't care what you do. You're a cast off. This monument tapers in a narrow point. From a distance, the obelisk appears several meters tall. But then you stand at the foot of it. Some kind of optical illusion makes it look as though the obelisk keeps going, rising, narrower and narrower into the wide sky. Neat. Touch it. The moment fingertips graze the dagger-like stone, your mind is seized by a cold finger and hurled high into the air. Shreds of light whip past your stars streak by you. You are lost in the void. Ahead a light blooms, threaded with silvery ribbons of time. You plunge into light and the vision of the future unfurls. You see yourself asleep, bundled in blankets, snoring aloud, enough to tear holes in the sky. Also, you're drooling. Prophetic light fades, leaving you standing before you obelisk once more. Steady the moment, frowning. Although the vision felt true, it hardly seemed to have been worthy of the effort. Perhaps touching again will yield different results. Alright. Once more, you plunges into the open sky, blah blah blah. You see yourself watching the horizon with a thoughtless expression. No wait, it's just a sneeze. The vision clears, leaving you before the obelisk again. The vision was just apparently useless as the last, but perhaps the moment has more to show you. Touch it again. Oh, moan softly. You have a feeling it doesn't like you're touching the obelisk over and over. You turn the vision of your sleeping, snoring like a corral. The vision clears, leaving you standing. Alright. Seems to do absolutely nothing. Do you know what it does? That's right, tell you about the first, blah blah blah. You're all useless.
Go.
None of you are going to tell me there's anything interesting. Let's see. I would like to sleep, but none of these people have sleeping area. Could I go back and sleep? Hope this doesn't like doom me or anything. That'd be inconvenient.
Go.
Oh, it appears I could just go back, whatever. Alright, so I'll just sleep then. And my stats I used up in those two battles.
Or is it the other way?
Uh-huh. Copseless entrance. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. You face. I need sleep time. Blur. Blur. Stats go up. Excellent.
All right.
I mean, the only one who actually gained stats back was me, but low control right now. First cast off. Blah 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 blah. Excuse me. Alright. Next. You take care of unfinished business before leaving to the location to key.
Of
Alright. I'll talk to you. Let's talk to this person.
Safe.
Oh, it's probably gonna kill us all. Your eyes are drawn to the tattered leather robes and the profession of tubes that wire this man. He is lighter skinned with piercing eyes and a hideous pitted scar on his face. He could be handsome, but centuries of neglect have ravaged his looks. He looks you over and raps, "So you're in the cast-offs, huh? Come to ask me about the Dunder O'Hare? Or do you have some other trick you need to show off? He waves his hand eagerly. Never mind. You have questions for Memeleth. What? The ferrettery. What happened to me? Curiosity happened to you. He claps your hands on his shoulder. No one knows. I'd venture so far as to say it seems kind of psychic defense mechanism. To keep prying on noses excuse me, from tampering with it. But got precisely nowhere without my investigation. So all you get from me is useless speculation. Tell me about yourself. His lopsided smile seems like more of a grimace. I am Melmoth Lavarin. Blah blah blah. Fantasy name. I'm the creator of Dunder O'Hare. The greatest, or at least the most innovative, of the Brotherhood. They seek to pass along knowledge from one generation to the next. So many people back away from me because of the way I look, or the way I speak. But let me tell you that in this body I have lived countless lives, seen endless worlds, experienced memories that beggar description. I contain worlds, and they judge me by my appearance. Sometimes I wonder who I'm saving knowledge for. Can you tell me about the Dunder O'Hare? They call us the Eaters of Dead. We take the knowledge from their fading flesh. Every life flickers and dies, and when knowledge disappears, the world grows darker. The rain of death washes away experience. I want to preserve each of the Dunder O'Hare is a library of experience. A feral grin flickers on his mouth and vanishes. Every life that vanishes is a loss. Every person living has a story. The secret keys of history hide there. I want truth. I want exposure. I want knowledge to live. Can you tell me more? Death is a waste of history. We eat the dead, we might remember the lesson of time. With all the acquired knowledge, you must have a unique outlook on the endless battle.
Making a note.
A waste of life and a criminal waste of knowledge. Weapons being destroyed are lost to us forever. Each life gone is an experience that will disappear into the mist of eternity. Snuffed away, forgotten, never to be seen again. He leans in. Our sire sought to cheat death to stop that kind of waste. It is beyond my reasoning why he'd allow the endless battle to continue. Looking for Mozov? The useless tinker. Why? I have some questions for him. Oh, a mystery. I love mysteries. He barks laughter. Ha! I'll surmise that. He is the machine man, fixer of broken objects and builder of new ones. And so you must need a repair. Or a new device. He raises a finger. But how would you have known to look for Mozov? Who could have told you? No, I don't have enough knowledge. He smirks. But I'll find it soon enough. To answer your query, I do not know where Mozov is. I suggest asking Adirils. Blah, blah, blah. What can you tell me about the other cast-offs here? There's an ugly smile. Those idiots and fools. You think their shields can protect them from the star forever? I came here to retrieve some research. And every time I come to think of how much knowledge is in their minds and their bodies, and I wish they would just die already, so I could gain access to wasted experience. He scratches a small infection on his hand. On the other hand, there's the closest. They have 2 p.m. On the other hand, they're the closest I have to peers, gods. What does that say about me? Not as much. Alright. You know what? I don't hate you. I won't burn you at the stake later. Let's see. Anyone else with a name that I can talk to before I talk to? The person I'm supposed to talk to? Let's see. You're the person I'm supposed to talk to. And you got these 3. Alright, you 3. You appear to be the last people I can talk to. So I'll talk to one by himself first. Elkoshaya? Sure. Elkoshaya. The slim cast-off looks to be in his late teens. He carries an odd-looking device that resembles a scorched circle, and it's not hard to draw the connection between it and the red mark of a recent injury that travels along his forehead and under his hair. The man seems confused, hesitant, as if he has too many questions that he isn't sure which to ask first. I want to ask. I'm not sure. He gives a shaky smile. I want to ask you a lot. We all do. About him? No, something he did. Maybe? Yes? What kind of question did you have for me? You forced your way through the portal, he says. It keeps us safe from the sorrow. Now it's open. He saw his eyes are reproachfully, carefully. You feel stirring a force around you. Almost places the ties flow between you and the cast-off. Now in tight gold. You were reckless, he blurts out, averting your eyes. You've exposed us, maybe killed us. I don't want to die. He's on the verge of tears. You need to tell me how bad it is. I need the truth, he says, raising his eyes again. Have you seen it? Have you seen the sorrow? Yes. I knew it, he said. His eyes go pale. We're running out of time. Now listen, he says, blinking hard. Is it even more? This is even more important. Have you abused the ties to change things, to influence people? Unfortunately. Then it'll find you. Find us, he swallows. Every use of our power draws it like a fire in the sky. You should leave, he says. But there is no hate in his words. Maybe it'll follow you and leave us alone. His trembling hands seek the red rod on his hair at his hairline. Wound. Did you want to ask me more questions? Oh no, I didn't. No, I don't. You avoid your eyes. You should go. Go before it comes for all of us. Who do you mean when you said we? He blinks hard at your question, twisting the blackened circle through his hands. I once fought in this battle. Found this is a giant clay hand. Trapped in a half-shattered block of stone. I took it. He shakes his head as if denying the memory itself. Put it on. The circle spins through his hands faster and faster. I saw darkness. I knew I was inside the owners of that hand. A clay automaton, in prison now. They could control it. He shivers. I did. Broke it free from the stone. Used it in service of our sire. Of many years. Though, thought of it as my armor. He blinks hard again, like a man trying to dislodge the thought with his eyelids alone. When a warp construct collapsed on the automaton, crushed it, and the crown burned, I remember screaming. Then 100 voices in my head, arguing with each other, shouting, fighting. Another hard blink. The automaton wasn't armor, it was a container. A container for gods. Did you say gods? Yes, my armor wasn't a tool. It was a locked chest with a hole inside. A deep hole full of terrible gods. He shuts his mouth and says no more on the subject. Rin, can you help him? I can try, she says, hunkering down to examine Elkash's eyes, or small A small smile falls onto a frown, and she winces. I don't understand these gods. They aren't like any I've ever met. They don't speak anything like a proper god. They are rude. She cocks her hand to listen more. El believes they're prisoners, and also not gods at all. She looks up at him and said, I offer apologies, sir, for I cannot help you. Al-Kashan nods, gleaming on surprise. Yes, they said as much to me. Now that I can understand it. What was the end of this battle like? He shudders. We were killed. The dead crept into our mind. They told me to kill more. And I did because that's what we do. It's in our nature, you know? We're worse than animals, cast-offs. Humans, whether created or evolved, you're all inclined to conflict. Alright. Well, you're a little bit nutter butter. You look fancy. Alright, you two. What's up? Grim Crier. This one bears a toothy smile, enjoying the anger in the man she's speaking with. You probably think if you won, then this battle would actually end. This man's face is flushed with anger, veins throbbing in his forehead, and his eyes are forced on his companion. Stop talking, Rama. He spits each word, gripping his weapon belt with bloodless fingers. Stop talking, or I'll prove you wrong right now. He planned this. Ridiculous. I would have known. But it would do anything of the sort, Roman replies, grinning as though she intends to eat the man whole and screaming. Even the arguments is part of his plan. Do what you have to, Adronis. If not for the law, you've already be dead, he says and spits on her feet. Traitor, fool. You child, she says with a laughing scorn. You ingrate. A typical first militia response. Angry indignation. This is no way for family to behave. They simultaneously turn silent and critically look at your way. What are you arguing about? Just stay out of it, Andra says, slashing at the air between him and Rama with his hand. Even a second of her boot-looking nonsense is a waste of our time. Hide from the truth all you want, Rama says, shaking her head. You know I'm right. You know it. Neither of you actually told me what you were arguing about. Of course I didn't, Rama says, grinning. Andradas never lets me get a word in edgewise. Or should I? Andra said with a bitter laugh. All of your words are his, and I've had enough of him for a lifetime. Tell me what you're arguing about. Grinding his teeth together, Ernest merely shakes his head. She chuckles under her breath and runs an easy hand over her scalp. Yeah. Tell me about your argument. What you're arguing about? Alright, you're not going to answer my question. You bitches. How long have you two known each other anyway? Too long. Agreed. You both are useless. But I love you both. You're sassy and bitchy. I'm gonna call you sassy and bitchy. New heroes we need. Alright. I don't see anything else I haven't done already. So I guess we go talk to the person that we're supposed to talk to. But I will wait until next time to talk with this one because it's probably going to be a long conversation. So until next time, remember embrace the chaos so you go mad. Bye.